Hello, this is Victor. I'm here back to my studio after a stop because I was on holidays. I was on a trip for holidays. I'm back to my studio and we are back to paint this guy. What's called this? Oh, I forgot now the name. But the guy from Nurgle. So I will start first applying the base colors as usual, and I will start with the skin that is the highest part, and I will make the skin with the greenish tone, and I will start with this, the quick khaki from Citadel. This is an H paint. It's quite pastel. I'm looking for this greenish, and later on we are going to add purples and also reds on the skin. So we are going to apply and yellows and all the stuff that is needed to make this look nasty. There is like the Dwan, the Nurgle Dwan. So there is like a putrid skin at the back of this Dwan. So we are going to apply this base color. I see some people starting with the purple. I prefer to start with the mid-tone and after that doing the shade with some purples, and we are going to add some yellows also for these pustules here. There is a lot of stuff, there is a lot of detail on this miniature, so we are going to enjoy this, and if you like Nurgle you really have to enjoy the painting of this miniature. So I will start applying that, and once this is applied I will come back to you. So after applying the khaki color, the quick khaki on the skin, now we are going to apply Gretchen green on the armor plates. Here we have, this is a foundation paint. I don't know exactly the equivalence today, but it's like it's a darker color than the one we applied before, but not the darkest that you can find. I want to go for a lighter color on the armor. I don't want to go very dark at this moment. So I will apply this one on all the armor plates. We have to be careful just where we have applied the skin, that we don't go over the skin. You can use quite a big brush at the beginning and then go smaller when you go to the details. Here on the fly that we have on the front, if you go a little bit over, it's not a problem at this moment. We are going to do it later, but you can go with a bigger brush to be faster and then change to smaller brush when you want to go to more detail. Top this brush is really worn out. So I will do that and I come back once this is done. I finalize of applying the green on the armor plates as well. We have now done the flesh, and the next I'm going to apply Abaddon black on all the parts, but I want to do metallics, including bronze colors. So this is going to be also quite a long work, and we're going to do this type of things, a lot of things. The deposits, I will go this with the bronze color or copper colors here. So I will apply this on all the parts. I will apply black on all the parts where I want to go with metallics. Okay, so I will do that, and I come back once this has been done. So again, it's just, as you can see, thin down the paint. Be sure. Sometimes some people will think, why I did not call this prime the miniature in black. Yeah, I think it was easier for the skin and for the color of the greens to catch on white, and I will not cover everything on black now, so just a lot but not everything. So I will do this. I will apply black on all the parts where I want to go with metallics including any type of metallics, from copper, bronze or iron colors. Of course the iron will be, all these metallics will be later on rusted, and now I'm just applying base colors and to do the paint job. So I will do that and I come back once this is done. So this how looks like after applying the black on all the parts that I want. You can see that it's not perfectly done, but once we paint the metallics, will be good. As you can see, I leave white, and I prefer to do it in a way because then I can see where I want to go in other colors. And as well here, I realized that I missed this. I want to paint it the same colors as the armor plates. So next, I'm going to use what's called this color. I'm going to use bull. It's like a very between terracotta and flesh color. It's called Bookman's Glow, and I will paint this type of things that I have here on the top. This will break the color and will combine with the red that we're going to use on the lens as well. So I'm going to apply this. I want to go for reddish colors, and this will combine as well later on when we do the other what's called this. When we start doing the skin and we do more pinkish colors, and when we do also the rusted. So now what I'm going to do the metallics later on, but at this moment I'm going to paint this. I'm going to do these parts. Of course, some of these will go lighter later on once we start painting. I will use at the end also Uhu glue to make some saliva or this type of effects. But at this moment I will paint with this color, Bookman's Glow. It's like a dark flesh color. So I will do this. I paint these things with this color and I come back. So as you can see, I paint these things with the dark flesh color, and I also did here these small armor plates on the weapons. The next step I will do is I will apply brass scorpion in the parts where I want this brass color. I start testing here to see how it's looking like. Okay, we are going to weather of course later on we're going to do all the shading, weathering and so on, and highlights. So but here what we want, I will apply a thin layer of this color. This will go on the symbols. We are going to paint here on the symbols. I go also here on the will go on most of the trimming of the armor plates. So for example, these things I will apply. I like a lot this contrast with the green, so I will use more brass than iron metallic that later on will be rusted as well. So I will apply this brass color on the miniature. Okay, on a lot of the metallics, so I will do these deposits, this here, this, and on the weapons I will do it. For example, here I will do it here and some other parts. So I will apply, except the corrugate, that I will keep it with the. And I'm doing now the metallic because there are some parts here that are really hidden, and I will need. I prefer to paint first the less exposed parts. Although the metallic is on the exposed and the most deep parts of the middle at the same time. So this is the tricky part. But I'm going to apply this. It's called scorpion brass or brass scorpion. I will apply this and I will show you once this have been applied. And as you can see, one thing that I like, and this was the reason why I prefer to prime in white. I leave all the cables, okay, all the protection of the cables in white, because then it's much visible for me to know where it's missing. If you prime everything on black, it's difficult to pick up later on where you need to paint. So this is why I like, although it's a little bit more of work, this is why I like to do it in that way. So I will do that and I come back once this is done. So this is how it looks like after applying the brass, and now I'm going to apply the second metallic color that is going to be Iron Breaker, and I'm going to apply this on all the other black parts as well. So, and I'm doing this now because there's some really deep parts here that I want to do now before doing the spikes, and although this will go also on the spikes and on the wires. So I will apply this one. Well, this will go here, and this will go very shiny now, but later on we are going to weather, of course. So I'm going to apply this, and as I said, in this first part I will apply all the base colors, and let's see if I have time to do some of the weathering, or I keep the weathering for the second part of the tutorial. So, but I will apply now this, okay, and I always like to apply this way. I paint black. I always like to, and we're going to do also all the corrugated wires, and of course the black part on the weapon. So all these I leave it black because I want to combine the weapons, brass and metallic, to give more like a steampunk look, something like that. I think the brass, I like a lot to combine brass with Nurgle. And we're going to rust all these, and the item will look more orangey. And we're going to do also here the washes will play a big role. Okay, so I'm going to apply this iron breaker on all the remaining metallic parts. Also on the corrugated wire I will apply on the here, for example. And as you can see, I try to keep the coating of the wires white. So I will do that, and I come back once this is done. So I have applied now all the metallic, and the next I'm going to paint the tubes, and to do that I will use this type of yellowish ochre color. It's called Bloat Brown, and this will give this, would say, thick yellow, or will give the objective is to give some contrasting color, but at the same time increase this yellowish color that will enhance the sick or ill look of this thing. We are going to maybe do some pustules with the same yellow later on, with the yellowish color, but you can see that this here on the tube will have a nice contrast. And now we are going to paint all the coatings of the tubes with this yellow. So this almost will finish the base color. The next one will be just these spikes that will go for a dark bone color. So I will apply this, and I come back once this is done on all the different tubes. So I did all the yellow on the tubes, and the last color I want to do is Screaming Skull, to do all these type of spikes. I will paint them like teeth or horns to give it, to make stronger this sensation of mixture between biological and mechanical parts. So I'm going to apply now Screaming Skull. On this you can use as well Usbati Bone, or even Flayed One Flesh will give more or less the same color. So I will do that on all these type of spikes that we have on the propellers, and once this is done I come back once this is done. So the bone color have been done, and I'm also in the process of gluing this guy on the base, and here I will finalize this first part of the video where I apply all the base colors, and we are ready now to go to the second part where I will start doing the washes and all the weathering. So keep tuned if you want to see how this is know that it's just base colors, and how from here we are going to go to the final looking. Most likely I will do it in 3 parts to make it easier to watch, and also for me easier to edit. So that's all for now. As usual, thanks a lot for watching, and see you again later. Bye.